Hi, Giles.
Hey,
Hey, so we're adding an item here in the hunt to help people in Ukraine. You've been working around the clock. I know you're getting up very early in the morning and going to bed very late at night, and you're on the phone all day long with people in Ukraine and the supporting infrastructure setting this up. Um, I um, I everyone is looking for a way to help right now, and there's such a disparate need all around Ukraine at every level. But you have helped identify a particular project that will have very important impact on specific individuals' lives, and it's something that we can help with right now. Something that you've set the infrastructure up for. So, would love if you would share with us what it is that we will be raising money for here.
absolutely. So there are many people with disabilities. We're working with local Ukrainian organizations, and in the mass exodus, the millions of people that are being forced from their homes, there are many people who are having to leave behind their specialized wheelchairs. Obviously, you've seen the scenes of the trains, etc. People just have to get on any which way they can. And so one of our partner organizations, for example, works with children who have complex disabilities, and they are hosting lots of people in Lviv, but these children have no wheelchairs. They have none of the specialized equipment that they normally have. So what we're going to be doing is getting specialist wheelchairs, the right equipment, getting it here sourced in Europe, and getting it directly to the people in Ukraine who need it.
Great. How is it getting there?
So we have Ukrainian drivers. So we are taking the transport right into Lviv, and then local networks are distributing it. So we are actually pretty much able to get the exact specifications of wheelchairs to people that need it. I mean, there is a need for hundreds, for thousands of wheelchairs, because I say often people, we're looking at people who have long-term disabilities, children, family members, not necessarily just caused by the recent violence, but have that long history, but have had to leave their specialist equipment behind. Um, I know personally, I spent a year in a wheelchair. I still have to use a wheelchair sometimes. I know how important it is to have a wheelchair that fits properly, that has a cushion, that stops bed sores. This is specialist equipment, and we're making sure that it's getting through to the people that need it. And we kind of say almost tailor it to the individual families, the individuals, and what they're requesting, and getting it through our partners in Ukraine directly to those people.
How are you sourcing the wheelchairs?
So we are working with a couple of companies in the UK. We're buying the wheelchairs from them. They're giving us great discounts. But again, I think it's really important that we don't just kind of go and get the cheapest wheelchair, get that to somebody. This is about people that have long-term needs, that need to be in the right equipment, in the right wheelchairs, that have had to lost them, sometimes because their houses have been bombed and destroyed, other times because they've had to evacuate in the middle of the night. They have not been able to take them with it. I know personally how a wheelchair can give you dignity, can give you independence, all those things. And to see scenes that I've seen, photographs of people who are in need of wheelchairs, stuck on the floor, stuck in homemade wheelchairs, unable to move around, unable to do anything. It's a small thing in some ways, but I know for those individuals, it's life changing. It gives them back their dignity. And this is something, in the big scheme of what's happening in Ukraine, obviously millions are needed, but this is something we can do immediately, directly, and get those wheelchairs in days to people.
Thank you, Giles. Can you let us know how much is one wheelchair on average to get it actually, soup
Mhm.
to nuts from the factory to the person in Ukraine?
Yeah, so I mean, we're looking for, again, the wheelchairs that we're getting are actually the same wheelchair that I used when I was in hospital for a year. Because again, I think it's important that we get good quality equipment. We're getting things that are easily sort of fixable. We're getting spare parts sent out as well. We're working with maintenance workshops in Ukraine. So we're making sure this is sustainable. It's working out between $100 and $150 for a wheelchair, which includes the transportation of getting it out there. And I say these include cushions and everything. We've got this
That's that's
amazing,
that's amazing. That's remarkable. I
yeah.
mean,
Well,
that's an incredibly affordable, life changing tool. So
yeah, well, we've got, as I say, companies are great, giving us great discounts, and there's an amazing Ukrainian man who's driving nonstop backwards from UK to Ukraine, and refuses to take any payment.
Well, thank you for folding us into this effort. And again, we're only doing one small thing to contribute to helping people in Ukraine right now. But I think we all are looking for that thing to do. So thank you for furnishing us with that, and let us know if there's anything else we can do to support the work you're doing as things unfold in the coming weeks here.
Absolutely. I will be going with one of the trips back to Ukraine with the wheelchairs. So you'll be able to sort of follow that journey and see exactly where those chairs are going. So that the chairs that we're able to buy from the hunt, we will make sure you will see the families that get them.
Okay. Thank you, Giles.
Thank you.
Take care.